Good evening, guys and gals. How's everyone doing this evening? I'm here tonight to talk about the record label Rise Records. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are probably wondering, what the hell is up with this name? A Dischrision? Like, what? Now, a while ago I was thinking, discussion with Chris, how can I make that cool? A Dischrision. No, I know it's lame, but whatever. It's what I call these things, and you know, I thought it was clever, so I still think it's clever. So yes, tonight I'm here to talk about, as I said, Rise Records. Now, a lot of people like this label, a lot of people dislike this label. Now, me personally, I love this label because I find they have such a great diversity of bands, and you know, as well as they do just a great job on their music overall. Now, I'm sure as a lot of people know, whoever likes metalcore music probably like Rise for the metalcore side. Now, just to get into a few bands, I mean, we have Memphis May Fire. They put out the two latest albums on Rise Records. We have Miss May I mean, they had a lot of albums. Monument, Deluxe Edition, and At Heart. I mean, that's just two right there. I mean, of Mice and Men, What Was Me, it's a lot of the metalcore bands. I mean, there's a lot to name, but, you know, whatever. And that is a big sense. I mean, those are pretty big bands. I mean, they're well noticed, and they have a lot of, like, songs out. Well, let's see, Miss May has 3 albums now, Memphis May Fire has 2, and Mice and Men has 2, plus a re-release. Attack has 3 albums, and it's just basically like those bands get well noticed, and you know, that's what probably brings people to Rise Records. Now, getting on to more about the other parts of Rise Records. Now, if you look deeper into the label itself, they actually have a great diversity of bands. You know, recently pop punk has been big for the last few years. You know, been getting more and more noticed, and they've signed great pop punk bands. I mean, A Loss for Words was signed, I do believe, a year or 2 years ago, and they put out No Sanctuary, which is just a great, amazing album. Actually, a lot of great catchy songs on it, and that's just one of the few bands. I mean, Transit was signed, just along with a lot of other bands. Now, Transit and A Loss for Words are, you know, some pretty big bands that are getting getting more and more noticed in the pop punk scene, and they really toured up at Warped Tour and got well noticed there as well. So pop punk is also a huge part. I mean, that appeals to, you know, pop punk people. I'm not going to say kids, because I mean, a lot of people like pop punk. So yes, that is another side of Rise Records. Now, there also is the, in the past year I find, and maybe the last year and a half, they signed a lot of different kind of bands. I mean, they signed Hot Water Music, I think it was last year sometime, maybe, you know, early last year, and they put out their album Exister. Now, I don't have it with me, but I mean, that band's been around since early mid-90s, and you know, they're still going strong, especially on Rise Records. I heard a lot of good reviews. I've only listened to a few songs off it, so I can't judge, but you know, that's diversity there. That's like you know, the punk rock, like, you know, the alternative rock punk. I don't want to get the genre wrong, so just listen to them, and you'll see that they're different from any other band on Rise Records. And as well as to last year, late last year, they signed the Early November. Now, the Early November was on hiatus for a long time, and they came back strong, signing to Rise Records. And I mean, in Currents, it took like, I think, 8 months, 7-8 months to actually come out, and you know, I was really excited for it, and I finally got to pick it up recently. And I mean, this album is just great. I mean, I can't define them as a genre. I mean, I could say like alternative rock sort of thing, but like, this album just has so much emotion, a lot of raw emotion. If you listen to some songs, like Digital Age, if you listen to that song, I'm pretty sure that was just recorded live. You know, I don't think there was much editing, you know, mixing on the song, because I just listen to that and I just hear something that I don't hear anywhere else on this album, or anywhere else, like, musically right now. I mean, it's just great, and if you've not listened to the Early November, I really suggest you check this album out. And that's just another sign of that, the diversity that Rise Records has. Now, one of the biggest bands I think that a lot of people notice on Rise Records is actually Dance Gavin Dance. Now, these are only 2 of the albums I have by them, but when it comes to the alternative mix of, I can't even explain as a genre, that would be Dance Gavin Dance. I mean, the clean vocals of Johnny Craig and, you know, Kurt Travis on 2 other albums, screaming and just guitar work. They're just a crazy band in general, and you know, I think they even signed Rise Records for their first CD, and they've had 4 now, I think, 4 CDs and 1 EP. I could be wrong, but I think that's what they've had it so far. And it's just things like this that keep people keep going back to Rise Records because of this. And it's hard to explain, you know, just metalcore, pop punk, the alternative rock. I mean, recently they signed death metal band the Acacia Strain, and they have a new album coming out. And I do believe even early this year they signed Thick as Blood. They're a hardcore band. Now a lot of people have been hating on them. I can see, you know, some people like them, but some people say it's garbage. I mean, they're doing what they do, and you know, I think it's okay. It's not a band that I've really got into a lot myself, but you know, they're still doing what they love to do, and they're on a great record label, so why not? Now, one of the final things I'll say about Rise is they always have great production value, and you know, they always have great producers on the albums, as well as, you know, they make sure that the album comes out sounding good. And I've heard, like, even on, you know, some smaller labels that, you know, audio mix can be kind of bad. It depends on where you are, but Rise Records puts the money into it, and you know, they make sure that whatever band, you know, whatever producer they have, whoever mixes it, that they do a, you know, it's a great producer, great mixer, whatever. I'm terrible with this, and I'm just going on and on, but it's always well done. And I don't think I've heard one record off Rise that has bad sound quality. Now that's me and myself saying I haven't heard a bad album. Yeah, like the last band I want to talk about, actually the last band, is a little band that many people may know called the Devil Wears Prada. Now they got their start on Rise with their first two CDs, Dear Love and Beautiful Discord and Plagues. Now these two CDs, mostly Plagues, was actually huge. I do believe it was like 04, maybe 05 at the time. No, maybe 05, 06. But yeah, like this pretty much launched them into what they are before they signed to Ferret Records or whatever. But this is where they started, and it was one of the probably one of the most noticeable bands on Rise. Noticeable, my god, I cannot speak. But yeah, again, this overall, I know it may sound stupid, but it's just me saying that Rise Records is great, and they do what they do, and it's just amazing job. I think that a lot of people don't actually just go check it out, and they hear one song and they're like, ugh, this is terrible, this record label sucks, this band sucks. But I mean, I go deeper than that. I mean, if I don't like a song or a band, I'm like, oh, it's, you know, it's just not my thing. But about Rise, I mean, I like pretty much every band they have signed. So yeah, that's pretty much my discussion. If you guys want to say something about Rise Records or any bands on Rise Records, please let me know down below and we can have a discussion about that. Little discretion. Little humor. But yeah, that's basically it. If you guys like this video series, I'll keep doing more. If not, this will be the last one. I mean, it's up to you. And yeah, one last thing that I have to say. I know I've said that like 3 times already, but it's basically about the album reviews. The reason I put this video up is also because I have a bunch of reviews on filming and editing and writing. Let's see, I have the new From Atlantis CD that I have to write up. I have the new American Scene CD that I'm writing up a review for right now, as well as the newest Abandon All Ship album, which a lot of people want to hear because it is an album that I want to give a different kind of review on. Just, you know, it's gonna be good. But basically, yeah, and the 2 reviews I have written up and ready to go are the new While She Sleeps album, as well as the newest The Ghost Inside album. Now, that's gonna be a collab video, so get ready for that. That's gonna be up the next 2 days, maybe less than that. And yeah, so just get ready for that. And thank you guys very much for watching. Remember, it's music for today, it's music for tomorrow, and music for life. Peace out.